Welcome back to another episode of the Finprov podcast. A very special episode indeed. Look, if you're a new viewer, welcome, hopefully, to your new home, the Finprov podcast. Highly recommend going back, starting from one. Listen to them all. Enjoy the whole catalogue. If you're a returning viewer, you already know how I feel about you. I love you to death. Look, 30 of the best, 30 episodes. Couldn't be here without you guys. Honestly, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. But look, listening, sure, that's the biggest way to support me and support the platform, but there's a few other things that you can do to ensure its future. If you're a video consumer, if you like the video content, head over to YouTube, like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. If you're an audio junkie, hey, so am I. If you wouldn't mind leaving a follow, hitting the notification bell, and leaving a rating and a review, most importantly, on the platform of choice, that would mean the world to me. And look, if you're here, you've got a deep heart. We all know that. But if you've got deep pockets to match, if you wouldn't mind heading over to buymeacoffee.com/FintonSmith, available through all episode descriptions, both on audio and video, as well as my Instagram. It's very accessible. If you wouldn't mind going there and just showing a little bit of support for just $5, the price of a good cup of joe. And guess what? Not only can you do that, because you can do a lot more than just, that's the minimum donation. You could do a hell of a lot more than that, but that's completely up to you, which is what I like about the platform. But if you want to be a Finprover, because that's what we are. We're not a gang or an army. We're Finprovers here, right? If you want to be part of that, we've got memberships. Starting from just $5 a month, the Finprov Classic. Yeah, that's like 20 cents a day. You wouldn't notice it, but I sure as hell would. Look, if you do that, if you support or become a member, you get access to all the exclusive behind-the-scenes footage that no one else gets to see. I'm talking the stuff that doesn't make it to air, the writing room, the editing room. You're getting the pictures of the pain that it takes, the pain I go through to make these, and hopefully get a few laughs out of you. Look, I really think it's fun. It's really enjoyable. I think we can build a real community there. You'll get a lot of input, but up to you. Buymeacoffee.com/FintonSmith. But look, you know why we're here. Last episode, that was Finprov's Finest #1. That was cataloguing the first 14 episodes of the Finprov experience. I personally, it was a lot of fun for me. It was cringy looking back a little bit, but it was really fun. It's fun to see the evolution of the show. And that's what we're here today to do. This is Finprov's Finest #2, of course, the second 14. And to kick us off, I think it's only right to start at episode 15. Yeah, this was a time during, it was storming, it was raining. Well, my little dog Charlie decided that was a perfect time to leave me a present right outside my room. Had those massive storms, like, it was full on flash flooding. That was crazy, right? But it wasn't as crazy as what was happening inside, because we have a dog, right? I've talked about her on this podcast before, Charli. Great dog, very dumb. She's not the brightest, she's a bit pathetic, and she doesn't actually love us, right? She's a real manipulator. And you take her for a walk, and she shits like she's never seen grass before, right? She shits like it's going out of fashion. It's disgusting. Not as disgusting as the few times she's done it inside. You know, she gets scared, she can't get outside at night, right? We don't have a doggy door. But you would think that a dog would be smart enough to bark or make some sort of noise to go, I need to go outside, you know? You're 13, babe. You should know how to use the toilet, you know? Read a book, look on Google. It's not that hard. You'll figure out how to potty train, right? Or just bark. Bark, scratch your door, do something. And then if you don't, we go, well, you know, we heard you, at least you were trying. But she doesn't. She does it just around the kitchen, around the table. It's disgusting. Now, thankfully, I think she's done it about 6 or 7 times. I've only ever seen it once. Now, my poor father has to be the one that cleans it, you know. You want to be man of the house, you got to deal with that, right? I've only seen it once, and it was disgusting. It was disgusting. It was as bad as you would imagine. It was as bad as you imagine. Now, if you have a dog, when it's stormy, when it's thunder, when it's lightning, they go into sicko mode. They go crazy. Well, most dogs do, right? Our dog, no exception. Wants to bark around, want to run around. And it's like you can't actually tell if they're scared or excited or, like, are they having fun or do they not like it? You can't really tell. So we're sort of looking at the, you know, balcony and looking at all the rain. And she was inside because we don't want to run around getting wet and, you know, getting hit by lightning. So she's inside and she was in the like upstairs, right? And our bedrooms are downstairs. Now, when we're in the balcony, I come in to find Charli, and she's sitting on a bed like she was when I left. And I went, fantastic. Now I walk downstairs, And what do you think is right outside my bedroom? You betcha, a big sloppy load of dog shit right outside my door. And I honestly couldn't get within 3 meters. I couldn't. This stench was out of this world. I was about to say unhuman, but this was unearthly. That's just how bad this thing was. That's how bad this thing was. and I was very relieved though, because I got carpet on my floor. It's wood outside, but carpet on the floor. Thank God above she did not shit on the carpet, because I honestly don't know how I would have even got it out. I think I might have just put some gasoline on the floor and went, this is the best option. Just lit it on fire. I think we could have claimed some sort of insurance there, right? Now I felt bad because my girlfriend may or may not have had to be the one that cleaned it up, because I couldn't get within 3 meters. I put on the mask, I put on my gloves, I went, I'll do it, I can do it. And then, I got distracted by, just naturally, I got distracted by looking at the rain sort of thing. And then she was downstairs and, she cleaned it up. She'd done the things, I'm like, oh, stop. Like, I'll do it. Don't worry. No, you're the guest. I'm not going to physically stop you though, but honestly, don't. Like, if she wants to go downstairs, I can't stop that. I can't stop that. So she does. She goes downstairs and she starts cleaning it up. And I'm hearing the gags. I'm hearing the almost vomit. I'm hearing the yelling, and she comes upstairs with a bag of oh my god, of the shit and the paper towel, and I go, look, oh, thank you, you shouldn't have. Oh, I was just coming down. Honestly, I was just going down. So I was like, I got the mop and some antibacterial spray and stuff. I went, I'll do this part, thank you. And I put on a mask and everything, and I walk down the stairs. I go to come around the corner, and I can't. I physically can't. My mask was soaking wet within 12 seconds of having it on. I've never gagged more violently in my life at this thing. She's a cute little dog. That was criminal. They call me Brown Thunder for a reason. I don't do that. I did not do that. So eventually, she may have had to clean it up as well. I mean, I tried. I had the effort for that one. I said, look, I'll do the right thing. I'll do it. But, it's 2022. Quality is key. So I'm not going to stop her just because, she's the lady. She's my lady friend. She wants to do that. That's on her. And she did. I was very proud that day because I was upstairs crying still. And, every time I walk on that floor now, I get a shiver. I get a shiver straight down my spine. It doesn't feel right. Our next highlight comes from episode 17 of the podcast. This was after a party, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but there was one aspect in particular that really, really got me upset. Now, another thing I really hate about parties is beer pong. Beer pong is the worst game of all time. It takes so long. It's full of so many misses. You're wasting your own drinks. People are disgusting. People put the ball in their mouth on the floor, put it in a cup, think that's going to change anything. Oh, well, the cup's now filled with hair and slobber and everything. How the hell are you cleaning? You're not. Oh, then you get a funny guy. Oh, look at in my cup. I'm going to put a couple of cigarette butts in there. Oh, I'll drink it. No, I'll definitely drink it. Oh, come on, man. Don't get it in that one. Oh, you got it in that one. Nom, nom, nom. Oh, yeah, look, I'll take a sip. No, I'm not going to eat the whole thing. But he said he would. No, oh, I did it. Oh, bro. Madman, you ate a cigarette. I bet your mum is a very proud lady. Beer pong sucks. The way I would play beer pong, right? I was thinking, what's your beer pong game? What's your beer pong game? When my girlfriend got dragged into it, I was like, geez Louise, don't get dragged into this nonsense, right? 35 minutes. 35 minutes. All you're sinking is what, 10 cups? Because it's what, 4, 3, 2, 1? 35 minutes of just watching people miss. And then I don't understand, like, what the hell is wrong with people? You got people every time. Whoa! Oh, it was a close one. Oh, whoa! Oh, throw it over the shoulder. Whoa! Throw it with the left. Whoa! Throw it with your eyes shut. Whoa! You know, Who gives a shit? Oh, but then again, I get it now. It's fun because you're getting a ball in a cup. With alcohol. It's the worst drinking game of all time. I do not comprehend why it's like the big one, right? Because I suppose the argument is that anyone can play, but anyone can play any game, you moron. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Now the fun version, the way I would play beer pong, right? Here's my little invention, right? 5-minute limit. You put a timer, like a cooking timer, in the middle of the field, right? Middle of the table. Set it for 5 minutes. You've got 5 minutes to sink your cups now. At the end of 5 minutes, whatever is left unsunk, that's what you drink. Is that not more fun? You'll drink more, so you'll get drunk quicker. You're wasting way less time. Look, it took 35 minutes on the weekend for one game. By this logic, you're fitting 7 games in. Even if you take 5 minutes into all the changing of everything, that's still 6 games. Even if it's 5 games. As long as it's 2 games, there's more than 1 game. You're telling me that's not fun? You could have a 4-round robin then. You could have the one team in. Like, winner stays on, loser goes. Like, whoever has the least cups. You can even do it, whoever has the least cups has to drink both teams' cups. Our next highlight here comes from episode 19 of the podcast, where after a nice day at the beach, getting some lunch, well, my partner and I hopped back in the car just for it to decide that it had had enough. Lo and behold, we get in the car, turn it on. Oh shit, it's not turning on. Now when I tell you I was PO'd, I was pretty pissed. I was pretty PO'd. Pretty ticked off. Pretty cross, I might say. Pretty upset because I'm trying. And it was like I couldn't. Now my car's an automatic, right? I could not push the brake in. I couldn't push the brake in at all because you got to push the brake in to start, right? And mine's keyless ignition. Again, I've lost touch with the common man, and I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm trying to start the bloody thing, right? Can't push the thing. I'm getting there 2 foot on the brake, trying to push it down so I can actually start the car. Wouldn't budge. And I've been getting a warning that my key was, the battery was dying for months and months and months. And when something's warning you for months and months and months, naturally, you write it off. You go, okay, it's having a laugh. This isn't actually going to happen. So that's what I assumed, right? Also, no idea how the hell to freaking change it because I had no idea how to even open the damn thing. It's like one of those fobs, the keyless fobs. I had no idea how to open it. Anyway, decides it wants to die there. And then it would like half turn on, right? So you can have the aircon on and the radio, but you can't actually have ignition. You can't move the damn car. So I was sitting there and we're pretty pissed off, right? Pretty upset because, of course, we left the beach when it was looking like stormy. As soon as we get in the car, it's back to 35 degrees. So now, I did give me an appreciation and an understanding, My first thought was, I guess I understand why kids and dogs die. I guess I understand now why they die in cars. Because my legs looked like the Pacific Ocean. There was that much liquid on them. It was frankly disgusting. It was like I never actually left the ocean. It was like I was still swimming. That was the pool that was creating on my shaved legs, right? Feral. Anyway, what are we going to do now? If you're assuming the battery's fine, naturally, because at least it's half turning on, so it's like, okay, but I guess it's just a keyless ignition, so that's why it's not letting me start the car. So then we're Googling, it's got to have a fail-safe somewhere, because you've got to back a key, like in the back of the fob, right? So you're getting that, pull that out. Do you think my car has a backup anywhere? You would think so. Apparently, it does not. That was a lesson learned on that day. I better hope I'm not stuck somewhere with zero reception and it's freezing cold or in the desert. If I go on an Australia-wide trip and not bringing my car, because if the damn key dies, I'm stuffed. Because it's got nowhere. It's meant to be under the cup holders. It's meant to be in the glove box. It's meant to be in the middle compartment. It's meant to be next to the steering wheel. Nowhere. There is no backup in my car. So then I called Dad. I'm like, you've got the spare key at home. Can you please bring that in? He goes, all right. So we bring the spare key in. Lesson learnt number 2. The guy that gave us the spare battery, the spare key, forgot to put the battery in. And he forgot to tell us that because we bring it in. That one's dead. Done work, done do nothing. So then it's like, all right, got to call NRMA. So he comes, that's 40 minutes, right? At this rate, it's already been an hour and a half, sitting in 35-degree heat in the car. And we can't even leave the car to go back to the beach because the window's down and the car won't lock. The battery's just dead. So now it feels like the battery's dead in the car and it's dead in the key. So we can't even leave the damn car because it won't lock, right? Anyway, guy comes like 30, 40 minutes later. He's saying, is it the car battery or the key battery? Going, well, it's definitely the key battery, but I hope it's not the car battery. Lo and behold, oh, it's the car battery. It's dead as well. It's dead as a fish out of water. Not breathing, right? So he's charging up, he's doing it, and then he's like, you're going to need a new battery. But of course, your phrase is like, oh, it's going to be, $288 if you want the battery, or do you want it, or, do you think I'm in the mood for jokes, my friend? I just looked him dead in the eye and go, it feels like I have to get it, huh? He's like, yeah, kind of. So that was fun. Anyway, he charges it enough so I can actually move the car, reverse it in, park it for him. He's going to fiddle with the battery. It's like, oh, it'll be about 20 minutes. We'll go for a walk or something. No worries. So we walk all the way back to the beach. At this rate, it's been 2+ hours sitting in the sun, right? Walk to the beach. Just lie down. Just lie down. Pull out my phone, mindlessly scrolling for 45 seconds before he gives us a buzz saying, I've got the wrong battery. Oh, the one that you actually need is cheaper, but it's going to be 40 minutes because I got to go, and that's 20 there, 20 back. Oh, and your car won't lock because the battery's dead. So then we got to walk back to the damn thing, sit by the freaking car because it won't lock for another 30, 40 minutes. He comes back, fiddling with the battery. It starts pissing rain then, so we're sitting in the car going, oh my God, I'm going to kill someone. All this for $300, right? Then 15 minutes later, after playing with the battery, he goes, oh, yeah, look, it turns out the battery in your car currently, yeah, the one you've been driving around on for 2 years, yeah, it's the wrong battery. I was like bloody John Travolta in Pulp Fiction. Absolutely dumbfounded. I didn't even, you gotta pretend like you're a car guy with these things, so you're like, oh, really? That's weird. In my head, I was like, what the fuck does that mean? What? What? How the hell are you telling me I got the wrong battery in my car? I didn't put it in there. I've had like 4 services in this car. The mechanics not once didn't think to bring that up with me. Go, oh, hey, yeah, the battery in your car, oh, it's the wrong one, so heads up. Do you want us to change? Oh, I'm not a bloody mechanic, but in my head, that would be something reasonable to ask. Yeah, the thing that powers your car? That's the wrong one for your car. You want us to do something about it? So anyway, he's like, oh yeah, so I actually had the right battery. I had a battery that would have fit this. Yeah. So it's going to be now, I'm back up to the more expensive price, and I've wasted an hour of my time now for this. So he finally puts it in, gets it, and then I got to pay, of course. And it works. When I tell you, so that was fun. I was very appreciative of his help. But man, how the hell I got the wrong car? How the hell I got the wrong battery of the car? The other thing was the guy's telling me I'm here. Like when he was starting to change it, he's saying to me that I need a dead battery. He's like, I'm here. He was looking me dead in my eyes, telling me like 3 times through. He's like, I'm here because you left something on. And I'm like, what? My guy, I am assuring you, nothing was left on. It was broad daylight, so my lights were definitely not on. The radio wasn't on. None of the windows, nothing was even open. It was off. It was in park because even when you try and get it and it's not on park, it'll flash and it'll give you like a little alarm so you know it's. I'm telling you something. He's like, I'm here because you left something on. I am here because you left something on. I am here because you left something on. And I'm just looking around again, John Travolta. Why are you attacking me? I'm the one that's gonna pay you $300. Do you think I want you to be here? Moving on, our next highlight comes from episode 20. Well, that was after a weekend trial shift at a new cafe. I got some serious PTSD, where at my last cafe, I was accused of being the world's worst criminal. The last cafe tried firing me for theft. Yeah. They tried firing me for theft. Not sure if I talked about this. And you might be sitting there going, Jesus, Finton, was it times that tough? What were you stealing money? You're stealing tips? You're stealing the credit card? No, I was stealing sandwiches. Yeah, apparently I was stealing sandwiches and a coffee. So, because I was under the impression, because I asked the owner, what the go was with food on your break. Because most hospitality places provide, if you're working if you're working a full day with a break, they'll provide you with you get a free lunch. That's usually the vibe. That was the impression I was under, and for 4 months, I would order the same sandwich with my name, with a please and thank you on the receipt, put it through the system. Every single person, owners, baristas, chefs, dish hands, everyone's watching me do it. Everyone's seen me give the ticket to the cook. Everyone's seen me receive my food. Not one single time, not even once did anyone question whether I was paying for it. Did anyone say nothing? So how the hell am I going to be under any other impression that this is A-OK? Until one day, like 4 months after I've been started doing it, the owner comes in after I've worked an 8-hour day and he's like, do you know why I'm here? I'm like, no, what? Excuse me? No, why would I know? No, you're never here. Why would I know why you're here? And he's like, oh, this letter here is it's your termination letter. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, for theft. And I went, what the hell am I stealing? Because I was thinking, when he said that, for the last week, they'd lost the credit card. And they never questioned anyone for stealing it. They lost the credit card, which ends in Smith, which is my last name. I could have taken that. I have access to the till, access to the credit card, access to their entire stock inventory, which they don't do nothing with, because my second shift there, what did I find? Oh, I found a dead bird that was mummified, so it hadn't just arrived there. And between us, it wasn't the only one I found there in my 6 months. If I found some stuff and I had access to some stuff, I could have taken anything I wanted. There's no cameras, right? But he was trying to fire me for theft, for taking sandwiches, for free food. And when I said, why has no one ever said anything ever to me before? They went, yeah, well, I had to investigate. And so I went through the system and yeah, I can see all these things. Oh, is it because they all have my name on it? Am I the dumbest criminal of all time? Because I was dumbfounded. I'm like, wow, you're right. I stole sandwiches by putting my name to it, a please and thank you, putting it through the system every time, not disguising myself, and taking it in clear view of everyone. I was like, how did I not get away with it? Freaking Scooby-Doo over here. God, meddling kids. I was so close. It was the perfect heist. It was the perfect heist. Rats. So, yeah, and when I argued that, he couldn't give me an answer. And when I said, I'll pay you right now, if it's such a big problem, again, why on earth did you not tell me this before? Why, for 4 months, no one said boo? But now it's theft. So I said, I'll pay for it all right now if it's such a big deal. And he said, it's not about the money. And I said, what? You're trying to fire me for theft, but it's not about the money. Well, Luke, what the hell is it about? What? How can theft not be about money? And I was like, well, what do you want me to do? And then he's like, look, yeah, you're going to fire me. And then I was upset because I was crying because I get so angry because I was like, this is I do absolutely everything here. These guys don't rotate any stock. They don't check any stock. They don't label anything. They don't clean any dishes. They don't monitor their temperatures. They don't clean the store. They half-ass every single thing they do. Again, I found 2 dead birds while I worked there. Their milk fridge, milks would leak and they would leave that congealing milk that would freeze over for a month. They would just leave it there. They would not get rid of the thing. They would leave all of their inventory. They would get their stock and leave all of their checklists just in the fridge, piling up. Meaning that the deliveries could be half-assing. They could be short-changing them every single time they deliver. And this company would not have a single leg to stand on because they'd be like, well, we gave you the thing. It's signed there. Just dumbasses. Just absolutely dumb. So anyway, he goes from firing me to then going, oh, all your shifts are taken for the week. Then he goes to you can have the next 2 days off and you come in there. Then as I'm leaving, this dude has the audacity, because I'd had a free coffee there, and I said, do I need to pay for this as well, or can I have this free coffee? And he's like, you can have the coffee. And then as I'm walking, crying, pissed off, this guy's like, oh, do you want this free loaf of bread? Because 10 minutes ago, I'd been offered the free food because they always had extra stock and stuff that they'd give. So I left it there, and he's like, do you want the free bread? And I told him, are you serious? You're trying to fire me for theft for stealing food, yet you're offering me free food. What? So then later that night he calls me and he goes, you can come in tomorrow. We'll pretend like this nothing ever happened. So I unloaded on him, told him he had 0 legs to stand on. It was unfair termination at its finest, every single which way you look at it. It was disrespectful, it was unfair, it was untrue, it was unfounded. He's an idiot. And then he gets defended going, oh no, I do have every right, it's my business, I can do whatever I want. I go, absolutely, no you can't, mate. You can't. How the hell are you going to fire someone? Then you go to having a week off, then you go to having a day off, then you tell me I can come in tomorrow like nothing ever happened? So I quit, never heard boo back. Moving on, our next highlight comes from episode 23 of the show, where after walking through one too many spider webs, simply put, I'd had enough. I am sick to death. I've had enough. I've had it up to here and no more. My feet are planted firmly on the ground and I'm not moving. Spiders, you listening? Why the hell do spiders, been around, what, millions of years? Why the hell spiders keep building their goddamn webs where I'm walking? Every single time, every single day, I am getting facefuls of spider webs. 5 a day easy. Now where we live, plenty of spiders, and I don't mind them. In fact, if they're in the house, I'm the type of person that I'll pick them up in a container or a piece of paper. I'm not a psychopath, and I'll put them outside. I don't like killing them. I only kill them if they piss me off. And by pissing me off, I mean they don't cooperate. You're not going to cooperate. You're going to see why they call me the judge, the jury, and the executioner, okay? Now, I don't want to go that far. I just want to be the jury. I want to be a jury of your peers. But if you push me to that end, I will stomp on you. I will do it. But I don't like to, okay? So, it's not anti-spider. It's anti-common sense. I guess public enemy number 1 for Finton is common sense, or the lack thereof. Spiders, again, surely they've evolved a little bit. Look how many eyes they have. What do they have? 56 goddamn eyes? And you're telling me they can't recognize? Oh, this bloke walks this same path every single day and he wrecks our web every single day. How about maybe we build it over here? Because with my 56 eyes and my millions of years of evolution, I've determined that maybe that'll be the best spot to go. Sure, we might miss out on a couple flies, but we won't have to restart at work every single day. Spiders, you listening? You listening? It doesn't make sense. I'm sick to death of it. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm sick to death of it. I go to play basketball, face full of spider. Go to get the ball, face full of spider. Go to mow the lawn, face full of spider. I go to take a piss, face full of spider. I'm sleeping on my bed, face full of spider. I'm sick of it. I'm over it. I'm on a warpath. Elon, do you have any more of those flamethrowers? I'm done. Jeez Louise. I mean, Jesus Christ. They can see, right? They're not just for show, are they, those eyes? It's like parking your car, right? You park your car in the middle of the freeway, and every single day you go to your car and it's been hit. It has been T-boned, and there gets a dent in it, and a dent. So you go to the shops, they buff it out. You go back in. The next night, you park in the freeway again. Then you buff it out because it got hit by cars. Then you do it the same thing, and the same thing. And after a week, you've had your car totaled 17 times. But on the start of the day, Monday, that very next week, what do? You park your car on the damn freeway. That's what these spiders are doing. They're parking their car on my freeway and I'm running them over. Now this highlight, this is a personal favourite of mine, 25, the quarter century episode. This, of course, it's a bit of a double whammy on my lovely partner, Georgia. I gotta say, she's the best. She's my number 1 supporter. I couldn't be doing this without her. But she's getting a bit of a reputation on the show. And on this occasion in particular, not only was it her riddles that I was testing her with, but I did have to go over a few of her weird eating habits. But, I did share a few of your weird habits. Do you want to maybe clear some of these up for the people? Because, for God's sakes, I'm confused. I'm confused. Just a quick one. Wheat Bix without just Wheat Bix straight out the container. What's up with that?
I don't like milk, and I've always felt left out. The only cereal I like is porridge because the milk is not there; it's soaked into the oats.
Do you put them in a bowl? Do you still put them in a bowl?
Yeah, in a bowl.
But you just eat them dry.
Yeah, it tastes nice.
Do you put honey or anything on them?
No.
Do you mash them up, or do you still pick them up? Do you use a spoon?
No, I pick them up with my hand.
How many do you do? You know, Timmy Cahill's doing 12. How many are you doing?
Just 2.
They're just... Oh, I can the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it.
Not much anymore. It's more Nutri-Grain now. Nutri-Grain in a cup.
Well, Nutri-Grain's fine. You can eat pretty much any cereal is fine to eat plain. You just chose the only one that I don't think any... Like, porridge and Wheat Bix, I feel like if you eat them dry, there's something wrong with you. Everything else, you know, you want to eat Milo cereal, Nutri-Grain, cornflakes, go for your life. It's very strange.
Out of the tin.
Pardon?
I have Milo out of the tin, but I don't eat it straight out of the tin. I pour it into another little cup. And then eat that with a spoon.
Oh, you see, how do you do that? It's disgusting.
It's yum.
That's why I actually said, I think, you know how...
A little bit, because then I start to choke on the powder. I start coughing.
Yeah. As I said, you know how they used to do the cinnamon challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do the Milo challenge. Where...
Yeah, that's me. I'm pretty good at it. I've gotten better. But sometimes then I start to just choke and it starts to really hurt to eat. So
yeah, it's designed for milk. It's designed for liquid. As I say, you know, how they do those competitions for, like, the really dry biscuits and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should... I want to be your manager. We'll enter you in them. You'll win them all.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, if you're eating freaking Milo out the tin and Wheat Bix out the container, I think you can eat a few biscuits.
Okay.
Yeah. That's good. Look, a few riddles. You know, last week's performance wasn't the best. You know, again, you know, I might have... You were sort of doing the fifth grader stuff. We were getting the hang of that. Move you up to about ninth grade. A little bit too hard. We're going to go back down. Sort of warm you up a little bit. Hopefully we get a few wins on the board here. How are you feeling going into today's?
Considering I drove on the wrong bridge, not the best, but I am eating Oreos, so hopefully they give me some luck.
Yeah, you're eating them dry though, aren't you?
No. Yeah, just like...
Wait. No, yes.
Yes, but that's not weird.
No, I'm saying, yeah. No, I just say it would definitely fit you. It would fit you to be going, oh no, I'm having them in a bowl of water. I make porridge out of them. I have some Oreo soup. Okay.
The Oreos.
Yeah, everyone knows Oreos are brain food. That's why they sponsor all the sports.
Yeah, exactly.
You see all the rugby players eating their Oreos. Look, we'll do 3. I like 3. We'll give you 3.
Okay.
You want to hit 2. You know?
All right, I can do that.
Okay. And also, how do you feel? You know, you know, it's like you've played yourself into a great position here. You know, what started off as a little bit of fun, it's turned into the backbone of the goddamn show. You know, I'm a little bit frustrated with that, but that's all right. How are you feeling? Ego's blowing up.
I'm actually feeling pretty fantastic. You know, I said this would happen, and you said, oh no, I don't really know about that. And then you just finally, after 20 episodes of begging, let me be on the episode, and I proved myself right, that people love me. People love me.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that's good. It's good. You know, you can't deny it. Look, actually, I think this will give us some good leverage. Do you want to maybe just do a quick sort of sponsorship plug? Try and get a sponsorship from Milo?
Milo, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll start a new trend. Oh, we could start a new trend.
Well, you know, as you can see, if you're listening and watching, everyone, I'm not making it up. You know, a little bit, you know, 5 minutes behind, as we like to say. Isn't that right?
No.
Proved my point. Anyway, all right. Question 1. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Pretty easy to this one.
Okay.
I shave every day, but my beard stays the same. What am I?
Armpits. A
What?
person? No.
No. No.
Say it again.
No.
Hello?
Yeah, that's just. I suppose it's somewhat ambiguous, but no. I shave every day, but my beard stays the same. What am I?
Shave. I don't know. You say this one's easy, but I honestly don't know.
Maybe you
Is
think.
it animal?
No.
What
Well,
is it?
you
Is
know.
it a body part?
What?
Is it a body part?
No, it's a person.
A person. So I was right when I said a person.
No, it's a type of person.
Oh,
I shave every day, but my beard stays the same.
A man. A white person.
Well, see, what? Wow. No, don't dive down that. Don't.
Right? You and your beard.
No. Well, think about it. So you know this is a man, right? Because it's my beard stays the same, right? But I shave every day, but my beard stays the same.
Me.
No, okay. It was a barber.
Ah, that's
It's
clever.
it's cutting hair all day, but he's not cutting his.
Yeah, I was never gonna guess that.
No. Okay. You're 0 for 1.
Okay.
All right. This is really preschool stuff. This one, all right. This will get you an easy one, okay?
All right.
All right. What gets wet while drying?
A towel.
Yeah. That's an easy one. That's a freebie. Okay. Here's another one.
What about that one?
All right. You see a boat filled with people, yet there isn't a single person on board. How is that possible?
It's a Titanic.
How would it be the Titanic?
This is a boat full of people, but they're all overboard.
But if they're overboard, then the boat isn't filled with people.
Oh, yeah.
They've left.
Give me a hint. It's hard.
I'll say it again. You ready? You see a boat filled with people, yet there isn't a single person on board.
Oh, a couple's boat.
Yeah, all the people are married, so.
Yeah.
All right, good one. All right. I mean, you're heavily assisted. All right, this one's to see if you move up a level, all right?
Okay.
What can't talk but will reply when spoken to?
Siri.
No. I mean, not a terrible answer. No, I mean, it's a bit ambiguous, isn't it?
It's a great answer.
I mean, it could count. It's not the answer I have here, so we're going to say wrong.
All right, okay, say it again.
What can't talk but will reply when spoken to? No, yeah, Siri's not, because Siri, I mean, all the shitty TikToks and stuff. It's not being talked to, it's just talking.
What was it? What can't be?
What can't talk but will reply when spoken to?
What can't talk but will reply? A mime.
No, how?
They don't talk, mimes.
You see, it just seems to be a problem. You only think about one part of... You hear the first part, and then your answer is entire... It's like your mind just shuts off, and you don't listen to the second half of the riddle, and then that's it. All your answers are based off of one section. Do you think that's accurate?
No.
Because you're going, oh, well, the mime can't talk. Oh, Siri can't talk. Well, what can't talk but will reply when spoken to? Think you're in a cave.
Oh, an echo.
Yes. Well done. Again, they were easier ones. You know, you did better. You feel good about this one.
Not really.
No, how would you rate your performance?
I'm hating this segment. I mean, it's great that I'm blowing up, but I'm really hating this segment because everyone in the comments is getting these so easily.
Yeah. It's not a good look, is it?
I just have no clue. I don't think of it.
the highlight I've decided to choose to conclude today's Finprov's Finest number 2 comes from episode 27, where I was describing the ridiculous costs involved in airline travel today. I'm actually going to be in Valencia. We're going to see my little Spaniard friend Carlos. He's a nice guy. I'm excited. I'm a bit nervous though. I don't know what to do, It's like, that's one of those things. I haven't seen the bloke for, 3 years, and it's like, oh, well, last time we saw each other, we were both in America shitting ourselves because we'd never been there. Now I'm going to be seeing him in Spain. A little nervous, not going to lie. And then I'm thinking, do I bring him a shirt, right? And I was thinking, do I bring him a Finprov shirt? Because I've got a couple spare. Because no, I'm one of them. That's all right. I've got a few spare, right? And then I'm thinking, I could bring it. But we're looking at bloody seats, right? And I'm going with my sister to the Spain, or the family to island of Spain thing, Sister, aka, bloody manager. Not really. No, just sister. But anyway, airports, airplanes, air services, I've had it up to here with you. I'm sick of it. I thought COVID was meant to be the great thing to go, oh, look, we're charging so friggin' much for our services. We haven't had flights for a couple years. They undercut everything, right? They made the prices all low to get people back on the sky. And guess what now? Only a year later, they're all back up to the bloody moon. I'm sorry, I forgot that Elon Musk was running friggin' Singapore Airlines up to the moon. That's where they're going, apparently, these prices. Astronomical. For God's sakes, to bring on this trip to Spain, it's like a 3-hour flight from Dublin, right? It's going to be $50+ $50 to bring more than a little 40-centimeter backpack. Like $50. $50 minimum to bring more than a backpack about yay big. I mean, Jesus Christ. What are we doing here, people? I can't bring a shirt for my friend, because I'm not even going to be able to bring a shirt for me. I'm going to be wearing the same. How the hell am I going to advertise the podcast in Spain? How am I going to get the sun, the shine, the wine? How am I going to get the Spaniards? How am I going to infest them? They gave us the Spanish flu all those years ago. How am I going to get them back by giving them the Australian Finprov strain of comedy? How am I going to do that if I can't even bring the merchandise because I won't even be able to wear my own clothes? For God's sakes, I'm going to be wearing the Borat mankini the whole time I'm there. Going to do a stop off in Ibiza. They're not going to let me in anywhere. And I hear they're pretty loose over there. And I'm still going to get barred. I'm not going to be able to bring a pair of shoes, for God's sakes. I'm really going to have to do it like those, I'm going to have to do this thing where I wear 37 pairs of clothes on the plane. Just sweat through my body, sweat through all my clothes, then go there. I think that's the actual ultimate I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to wear 3 pairs of shoes whilst on the flight. It's ridiculous. More ridiculous is the flights, right? The flights. I'm on like 6 flights, here and back, right? Oh my goodness. I was under the impression that when you fly, if you're just flying economy standard seat, you're not looking for extra leg room or extra leg room, aka sitting in the emergency aisle or like right at the front where they got the divider, and then that would suck. Why would you pay, bro, those seats are like $200 extra, right? To sit there and just face the wall, and then they got TV in the wall, so it's even more, it's just, you get like maybe 6 inches extra leg room, right? For $200, and you're at the divider of the classes. You're going to spend an 18-hour flight looking through a thin curtain, seeing first class and business class live the high life, while you're here eating your goddamn airplane curry, sitting next to the shitter, still sitting next to 4 people, and knowing you paid $200 to be there. If you had to just shell out an extra grand, you'd be sitting up there. No thank you very much. But I was under the impression that if you were just choosing a standard seat, that was on the house. Guess what? It's not. It's minimum $20 to just choose a standard seat. That could mean you're right at the back of the plane in the middle aisle. You got the worst seat in the house. You are next to the shitter. You're smelling them. When they're doing the Mile High Club, you're sitting there throwing up. You're hearing, and your stomach's doing the same thing. You could have paid $20 to sit there. You've already paid $1,500 to be on the goddamn flight. Extra $20 you want to designate your seat. Oh, and guess what? That's for every single flight. Oh, and the prices go up. $30 you want to choose a seat? Basically $200 extra just to choose to sit in the worst seat in the plane. Otherwise you get there and you just don't have a designated seat. Why on earth would you spend an extra $20 to designate a seat when you could just show up and get a seat for free because it's going to be the same seat? This will only backfire on me if I get stuck in the middle seat for an 18-hour flight. Then it will backfire on me. And then I'll go, maybe I shouldn't have been so tight. Standard seating. When the hell did standard seating become paid seating? That's a true mystery for me, and I'm goddamn sick of it. I've had it up to here. No bueno. No bueno. And that concludes another episode of the Finprov podcast. I really hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun. I think it was really fun reflecting, seeing the show's growth, and look, here's to another 30. Look, if you do enjoy the content in the show, if you could please show a little bit of love and support. If you're a video consumer, if you could please like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. And if audio is how you get your fix, if you could please leave a rating and a review, most importantly, but also follow and hit the notification bells to make sure you never miss out on an episode. And if you've got the deep pockets to match your deep heart, if you could please head over to buymeacoffee.com/Fintersmith. From just as little as $5, you can do a lot more, but just as little as $5 or $5 a month, you support the show, ensure its future, and you also become part of the exclusive community of Finprovers. You get the exclusive behind-the-scenes footage that no one else will. So, if you want to be part of it, that's how you do it. But look, that concludes today's episode. Signing off, Finton, Delicious, Aloysius Smith, the man chiseled from stone, B-A-D-D, bad to the bone. Hope to see you next week. Goodbye.